This video, I'm just going to show you the sites that I use to look for upcoming news events for the week or next week, today, whenever. So the first site is myfxbook.com slash the Forex Economic Calendar. I will give you guys the links later on in a bit, but just bear with me. So the time left, the check marks, this is what has already been released. So the actual, they have already reported the actual. This is the event. This is the flag. So if you head over, this is gonna affect the pound, the Aussie. This is the Canada, the United States. Now the impact, low impact, meaning it's not gonna affect the pair as much. The yellow one is a medium, and then the red one is what you should look out for. The medium and the high impact news is what you should look out for. Before you enter your positions. Now the red is bad, is worse than expected, and the green is better than expected. Just hover over the results and you'll see. Alright, so this is the previous results. This is the forecast consensus, aka forecast, and then also the actual. When you scroll down, the stuff in highlighted is what's coming next. See, if it doesn't have a check mark, it has not been reported yet. And on May 1st, today, we have high FOMC news, like the monetary public statement is also the FOMC, which is also high impact for the US dollar and the currencies which it is paired with. Okay, next, this is basically it for the MyFX book calendar. You head over to Forex Factor, it's really the same thing. Let me see. So they don't show you they don't like highlight it, but then they show you what's next with this green little arrow. Okay, same thing. Actual, when it's green, it's better than expected, and what's in forecast is what they predict. You guys should not be using the forecast to enter trades. It is just a forecast. It is just a prediction. They could be wrong, they could be right. So if you guys were entering here thinking it would stay the same, it did not stay the same. It actually gotten worse. You guys thought this was going to be bad. The forecast was right, and it was worse than expected. Okay, so that's the forecast. This is the previous results. And then same thing here. They don't show you the flag. They show you the currency, the actual currency. So it's a little bit easier. I prefer this Forex Factory more than the MyFX book. However, MyFX book sometimes has events that Forex Factory does not have. So you guys need to check both sites. And also one extra thing, if you guys are always on your phone, you guys can and you guys don't want to go to the actual website, you guys can check I think it's called Trade Days, but I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but this is the app that you guys download. So it's available both on the App Store and Google Play. So I believe that is Android, iOS and Android, and the interface looks like this. So it's going to show you a little bit more detail, the importance, meaning the impact, high impact. This is USD non-farm payroll, so this is high impact. And it shows you the week. You guys can scroll through. I don't have my phone with me right now, so you guys just have to see this version, the website version, but I have the app on my phone. Alright, so the yellow, let me see if I can zoom in. There you go. So the yellow is lower impact, and then the red would be higher impact. Okay. Alright, so just to recap, let me get over here. Fundamental analysis. It is the economic and news events surrounding your currency or your pair. So it's like your news. It's not technical analysis. It is more of like politics and news surrounding your pair. Okay, so like Brexit, like Iran oil sanctions, things like that. things that do not happen on the charts, things that happen in real life. Important sites to check. Again, let me make this bigger. MyFX Book and Forex Factory, and also you can download this app. It's on your phone. It's like a Forex Factory and MT4 combined into an app, so it does let you trade. I'm not sure if it can, like, you can connect your account to it, but you can demo trade on the app as well. It's very similar to MT4, just the extra feature is like the news events. Okay, and you can toggle it to your trading time, your time zone. Sorry, trading time. Okay, and with fundamental analysis, before you guys enter a trade, or when you guys are doing a technical analysis and spotting a trade opportunity, please be aware of the upcoming news events that could potentially ruin the trade, that could mess up your trade. So you guys have to be aware of the upcoming news events ahead of time and before you enter your positions. And yes, pay closer attention to the orange and red upcoming folders. So orange and red, this is for Forex Factory. But in FX Book, it's going to tell you if it's low, medium, or high impact. So pay a close attention to the, I guess, the higher impact. Let me add that in. High impact news. Yep. And the reason why I don't look at news events right before it's released and then trade it is because the news events are laggy. They are data. They report data that has already happened the month before or a few months prior. So they are just releasing what has happened before. Of course, you guys can always trade it. However, I do not go about trading that way. That is not my trading plan. And it says, by the time you're trading it, the pair will not move or go in a direction corresponding to the results of the news data. So what does that mean? That means if, let's say, if the USD news is positive and you are expecting USD to go down, which basically means in favor of the quote currency, which is USD. Okay, go down in favor of USD. However, they already moved the prices in favor of USD the week prior to the daily release. Okay, so they have already moved the price down to support. Let's say it's to support, and they gave out a good news release, and you think it's a sell. However, USD in reality goes up, because the banks and institutions have already pushed the market down prior to this release. Okay, they get the information earlier than us retail traders. Okay, let's actually see an example of the USD positive and the USD went the opposite way. So this was the expected. Okay. Then in reality, it actually went down. I mean, it went up. Okay. So let's go over to Forex Factory and let's see bad news event for this date, April 25th. So April 25th, let's see April 25th, apply settings. It was good. So Core does Core durable good orders. Let's see what this is. This is and it shows you the change in total value of new purchase orders placed with manufacturers, durable goods excluding transportation items. So what this means is it is the purchase of new goods, simply, and it's good, right? And that's USD high impact. You head over and it's April 25th. They have already driven prices down the week before. So this right here, this is around, as you can say, it's the week before this, because this is April 12th and it's around a week and a half before. Let me get my rectangle out. They have already driven the price down into support. Okay. Now the data release, the release is around here. So let's see what the time of the release is, 8:30 a.m. So I believe it's around here, give or take. Okay. And you would think that the price would go down. Let me go on a 1 hour chart. And if you think because the USD news is positive, the release is positive, the euro dollar would drive down even further. However, we have reached a critical point in the chart. Okay, just because the news release is positive, it does not mean the pair would react that way, or the currency rather would react that way. Okay. Durable good orders, meaning the purchases, it is positive, way better than expected. The change in the total value of new purchase orders placed. So that's consumption. That is good. Unemployment claims is bad. So I have 2 positive high impact news and 1 a negative yellow impact news. However, the price was driven up on the euro dollar. So that is one example of why the news events does not actually sometimes correlate with the movements on the chart. Let's see if we can find one that does. I think this news event didn't drive the euro dollar down. This was Friday, April 26th. So April 26th still. April 26th, it drove it down a little bit. However, we are still on the up move. Still drove price higher. And then again this morning, I believe. No, yesterday morning. Yesterday morning again, positive news data for a positive high impact, better than expected on consumer confidence. However, so 11 a.m. yesterday. 11 a.m. yesterday. So April 30, around 11. I believe it was a retrace and then continued back up. So that's okay. All right. So that's it for this video, guys. Again, the news events are laggy, so sometimes positive news does not always correlate with a positive direction in that pair or the currency. Okay, so that's why I don't necessarily trade the exact time of the event, because they whip the price around so much that you don't actually see clear direction. Right. And one last thing. In news events, banks and institutions usually whip the price around so much that volatile. It's very volatile that your stops get hunted. So let me write that down. Okay. Okay. So I will upload this into. I'll upload this for you guys.